being a woman online, there's a good chance you've seen a trad wife. They're these perfect women showing off their perfect caregiving lives, showing you the way they make all natural, organic, homemade food for these perfect kids, showing you how they're able to perfectly clean the house, showing you how they are perfectly homeschooling the kids, showing you this perfect life. What's behind this perfect front may not be so perfect to most, though. Merriam-Webster's dictionary explains a trad wife is a married woman who embraces traditional gender roles and values. The word is particularly used for a young woman who chooses to be a homemaker and shares her lifestyle online. It's closely associated with 2020 social media trends, widely viewed as ultra-conservative. From a front, they just seem like some mom. But these trad wives want you to join them. They want you to be like them. They want you to think conservatively. In From Flowers to Fascism, the Cottagecore to Trad Wife Pipeline on Tumblr, Oliver Bell explicitly states how trad wives encourage explicit ideologies and changes in lifestyle. Cecile Simmons, in an interview, tells us that not all trad wives are far right, but some are. And some of them will promote or link or will share books, podcasts, videos by far right neo-Nazi extremist influencers. Along with this, she explained to us that the movement started as a counterpoint to the manosphere, the misogynistic online communities led by men, and it's a movement that readily works in tandem with the manosphere because it's a movement that promotes submission to men as well as for women to give their financial and social independence. They want you to be submissive and docile to your husband. With Oliver continuing to explain that the construction of women as domestic figures serves multiple goals. It subjugates and controls women within the movement. It allows for womanhood to be weaponized against marginalized groups and oppositions. With these women just giving complete control over to their husbands, letting them choose all these things is not a healthy relationship. It is a toxic relationship whenever one person is like the one deciding factor and the other half doesn't really get to choose that much. That's not necessarily healthy, whether this is on one side or the other, but it's not healthy, period, for like just having one partner make the decision for every little thing that you guys do. That's not healthy. That's in this situation, it's the woman putting themselves, their lives, on hold. It's putting like everything that they want to do on hold and making the man decide for them. What do you want to do in your life? What are your thoughts and aspirations? Well, I get to decide that. You get to do this. You're gonna do that. Like, what? You could also say it's not that deep, and that if a woman wants to post about her life and post what she's doing, she can do it. Which is, yeah, very true. Duh. But, quote, even if a trad wife's posts do not contain explicit hate symbols or rhetoric, they are still normalizing and idealizing a version of femininity that aligns with white supremacist ideas. Just because something is not explicitly telling you, hey, we love toxic conservative ideas, does not mean that they're not trying to plant a seed in your mind. They're trying to give you these ideas so when they grow in your mind, you want to be like them, you want to do things like them and be with them. They want to reach people who are gullible enough to make decisions that they want to be a trad wife just like them on their perfect ideas and all that. But young women and girls are some that can be influenced. And for a young girl to find this, it can be very damaging for her. With all these perfect women, it can make this young girl think, this is the only way in life to be happy. It's the only way to, like, truly carry out my womanly duties is to become a trad wife, is to become this perfect woman. Which is just crazy. I know for me at least, I was a gullible kid. I would have definitely taken what people would tell me at face value, like what the trad wives might tell me at face value. So if I'd seen this growing up, I would definitely, I could have definitely been one of the young girls seeing this and thinking that's what I need to be in life, because as a kid also, just in general, kids are very influential, and they'll just take in whatever they, see whatever they're influenced by. So, me seeing this, or a young girl seeing this, they go. That's what I need to be. I need to be this perfect trad wife, taking care of her kids, who has no time for herself. That's what I need to be. And not only that, but like what these wives show on camera is not what it is in person. In an interview with Aisha Rasco, she's asked this question, where are the kids? And she explains that this is what really proves to us that this content is just like highly staged, end quote. That all of these perfect ideas of these women doing their womanly roles is just not realistic. It's not realistic. These videos are just of women trying to convince other women and girls that this is the way to be, when in reality it's not necessarily. They're just wanting to continue their conservative alt-right values to young people, willing to hear them out, making them want to be conservative, perfect, divine lives with their kids and husbands, when it's all fake, it's all staged, it's not real. I think there's just something to be said about these women trying to influence these people into being like them and talking and acting and choosing these lifestyles like them. And I think it's something to be said about how they're kind of, in a way, trying to bring back what feminism has done and like kind of at least bring the ideas back. Like, instead of a woman being able to do her bank account, being able to vote, it's a man that should do it for her. The man should take off this burden for her and like do it for her, because she can't, because she's stupid and dumb. But I think this idea is just trying to set back feminism to like another, to back before suffrage. And I think that's so rich coming from them too, because I feel like also a lot of these women are just white women who live on their farmhouse, when in reality that's not the, even if their life is as good as they say it is, it's not the life that everyone can afford. It's not. And influencing these young girls, young women, young people into thinking this is what my life should look like. It's also, let's think about this too, it's also influencing young boys as well, because they're thinking, oh, this is what my wife needs to be. I need to put this expectation onto her that she is like this. She's this godly woman. And I think it's just sick and twisted that that's what's going on. And this just takes away women's ability to be able to be smart, educated, and all these things, because they are expected to be in the kitchen doing housework. I like to think of this quote from a YouTube video by Frunky Fog Bait, where she also does a deep dive on trad wives. And she mentions how many Einsteins have spent their lives washing dishes, how many Mozarts bent over stoves instead of pianos because they had the misfortune of being a woman. And I think that applies here. I think that applies in some sense, being like, with these ideas, it's going to take away more women that can be more, because women have so much to give than just being some docile, submissive housewife. So many more women have so many more things that she can do than just be a mom. And being a mom is great, but there's so many women that can do more than just be a mom.